I'm gonna wait to see if anyone joins me live. And really what I'm doing is, Wes finished work today and did a big Costco run. And we haven't been to Costco in so long. But as I mentioned the other day, if you've been watching me, I am really, especially now more than ever, all about like not wasting food. I don't want to throw out a single scrap of food from my fridge. So I thought, and who knows how this is going to turn out. This could be a total disaster. But I thought before I put away the groceries from Costco, I would do a little bit of a fridge clean out and grocery kind of putting away meal prep. So I'm going to show you some really quick meals that I can throw together thanks to Epicure. Now I do have a handy little tool that's going to help me today. I have one of these a vacuum sealing machines. I got it off of Amazon, I believe. Like it was nothing. It was under $100. And you can actually reuse these bags if you're worried about waste. You just make them a little bit bigger, and when you cut the seal to use it, and then you can wash them out if you're concerned with that. But I'm loving this because I can store so many things. I can meal prep. I make batches of chili and stews and soups and all those kinds of things. And it just prevents things from going bad and has lots of meals ready to go for me. So I'm gonna get started. As I said, I really didn't plan much. A couple of the things that I got Wes to buy me at Costco was just like some cauliflower and broccoli already chopped, because they just come in such big bags and it's just perfect. He has some like fresh chicken and salmon over there, and the rest is gonna be from my pantry and my fridge. Hey everybody, hi Katie, hi Catherine, hi Moira, hi Allison. Say hi if you're watching me, and give me some ideas if you're watching. So I kind of went through my Epicure drawer, and I just have pulled out a few things that I'm like, okay, I can probably make some meals with these based on what I have. And I didn't fully go through my fridge yet, but I have a couple of squishy mushrooms, and I'm not going to throw them out, so those are going into a dish. I've got some wilted bok choy, but I'm not throwing that out, so that's going to go in a dish. Hi, Becky. I've got, what else have I got? Oh, I'm going to pull out some things. I've got some random things. So what I did was I pulled out, so I've got my Thai coconut soup package, so I think I'll be able to do something with that. I've got the beef and broccoli stir fry. I've got the Korean barbecue chicken and ribs. This is only available this month until supplies run out. So it was always a favorite. So I would definitely recommend you stock up on that. And some chicken fried rice. So, and I'm serious, like I didn't plan for this. So what I'm gonna do, hopefully it's not gonna take me too long. I'm hoping like half hour, 45 minutes max, and feel free to stay with me or watch later or tune back in, whatever. But what I'm gonna do first, because I know if I've got some of these meals ready, I know I'm going to want to serve it with some rice. So I'm gonna make some rice. And like for everyone watching, I do literally freeze everything. I freeze so much stuff. Because I don't like to waste things, and I always want to have things ready to go. So I'm going to do a big batch here. So I'm going to do 2 cups of rice, or just shy 2 cups. And here's my trick. Into the rice, nobody notices, not one single person notices, even the picky little one. I'm putting some cauliflower rice. So this is just like grated cauliflower. Now, if I had time or I could be bothered, I would do this myself, but these frozen packs are perfect. So, oh geez, I missed the measuring cup. Okay, so there's 1. Okay, so actually that was about 2 cups. So it's about equal cups of cauliflower rice and rice, basmati rice. And then into that, I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 cups of water, okay? So 4 cups of water. And then, just to give this a little bit of a nice flavor, I'm going to use our new ramen broth. Hey everybody, say hi if you're joining me. If you're just joining me, what I'm doing is, before I was putting away Costco groceries, I'm going to clean out my fridge and try to do some meal prep and show you kind of how easy it is when you have some Epicure on hand, just to come up with a few easy meals. So 2 teaspoons of our ramen broth in there. Give it a little stir around. And I'm gonna put that in the microwave. I'm gonna do it in increments so it doesn't boil over, just because this is a bigger batch. So I'm just gonna start with 6 minutes. I'll give it a little stir, and then it'll probably take another 5 minutes maybe, and then I'll just let it sit, and we'll use this in some of our dishes. So it just goes in the microwave in our multi-purpose steamer. Hey Angie. And okay, so let me put that on first. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. And these are the kind of things, like I always have canned beans, rice, pasta, all those pantry staples, always in stock in my pantry. And you know, I don't know what's gonna happen with the groceries in the next little while, but I'm gonna be ready. So if you run out and you need dinner, you can come to my place, okay? So, oh, here's another one I have. Yeah, I pulled out the butter chicken. So I'm gonna start with that. So I'm gonna make a really, really simple and super cheap butter chicken. So of course you can add chicken if you want. And when I make this, I most likely will cook a little bit of chicken in the steamer for Lane and Wes to add into their dish. But for me, we're just gonna eat it with the chickpeas. So I'm just gonna drain my chickpeas and into one of my bags. I'm going to put. So let me just you see this one looks a good size. So in here, I am going to open my butter chicken pack. And all of the recipes are on the back. Hi, Kathy. So if you're just joining me, it's clean out the fridge day, put away grocery day. So I decided to come on and see if I could just impromptu make some freezer meals and share with you guys. So I'm dumping in a can of chickpeas. I'm going to dump in my butter chicken pack. I'm gonna look on the back, and it's half a cup of crushed tomatoes, which I don't have. So I'm going to use just strained tomatoes, so passata, or whatever you want to call it. And about a half a cup. Okay, I'm not very good at measuring. If you've been following me cooking for a long time, you'll know that. I like to do things fast. Sometimes that doesn't lend itself well to measurements. I'm gonna dump in a can of coconut milk. Again, this is something I always have in my pantry. And you know, just so easy to make some Epicure meals with this kind of stuff when you have it on hand. So let me just put that in. Now, if I was smart, I would go to Amazon and I would buy one of those freezer meal stand things. But I'm not smart, so I'm gonna hope that this doesn't tip over as I'm doing it, and we won't have any issues. Now, if you are using one of these machines like I am, my biggest tip for wet food is you simply get a dish. So I use like a big lasagna tray. That's what I'll be using here. And you simply sit them in the tray like this, freeze them first and then vacuum seal them, okay? Oh, Kathy, it must be your internet. I know sometimes you have some trouble up where you are. So I've got a yellow pepper that is also not looking its freshest. So I'm gonna throw that in there. And that's going to be my butter chicken. When I want to cook it, I'm going to simply take it out, put it in a big saucepan or my wok, or even do it in the multi-purpose steamer and just heat it up and serve it over some of that rice. When the rice is done, I'm going to just portion the rice out. So assuming that most days it would be all 4 of us eating, each bag will contain 2 cups, which is about a half a cup each. Obviously the kids have a little bit less, Wes has a little bit more, but that's usually how much I serve. And so I'll just portion them like that for all of them, and I know when I need rice, I can just grab one of those bags for any dish that I'm making. So I'm gonna put about half because I'll save these for something else. Oh, you know what else I have that would be delicious in here? I have some leftover spinach. So you know what? I'm going to just chop some of this. So what do you guys think so far? I know I'm only like 1 meal in, but you kind of get the idea. When you've got the Epicure packages, you can really throw in any kind of veggies into a bag. If you don't have one of the machines that I have, no biggie, just use Ziploc bags. And so what I'm gonna do is, I don't have to do this all right now, but I'm just gonna give this kind of a mix up. And again, I'm going to freeze it for my purpose, because I'm using the vacuum sealer. I'm gonna freeze it first. I'm gonna make sure it's all mixed together. I'm gonna freeze it, and I'm gonna write on the bag, butter chicken, and if I wanted to add anything to this, like if I wanted to add sauteed onions, I could write on the bag, add sauteed onions, and I could just do that quickly while this is warming up and then add it to my pot while I'm cooking it. I can put the date on if I want, and so there's one of our meals done. Okay, so I know I've got some spinach and peppers here, so let's do the Thai coconut soup. Oh yeah, okay, let's do this. So what I'm gonna do for this is I'm not going to, let's see, kind of a bag. I need a big bag. I'm not going to mix the package. I'll just put the package with this and like put it in the freezer or tape it onto the outside or something. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all my ingredients for my coconut Thai soup. So I'm gonna just shove these things in there. I'm definitely going to use some of the bok choy that I have. Now, if you are like a professional and you're watching me and you're thinking you gotta like pre-blanch things and not freeze them a certain way, I get that, okay? But here's the thing. I'm making these into like stews and soups and saucy dishes, so I don't really care, okay? You're not gonna freeze these and eat them in a salad or something like that. It's just not gonna work. This is for these kinds of dishes when you're gonna stir fry them and that kind of stuff. So, so is there better techniques? Yes, but I'm not a professional. And so I'm just kind of like making this up as I go. And honestly, anytime I do this, it works out perfectly fine. So I'm not too worried. So, okay, we've got some peppers, some spinach, some bok choy. Let's throw some mushrooms into this one. This knife that I'm using, by the way, this is our Epicure ceramic knife, ceramic chef knife. Just an incredible knife, so sharp, so beautiful to hold and work with, and a fraction of the cost of professional knives. And so if you don't have one, I highly suggest you reach out to me and you can grab one of those. All right, so we've got mushrooms, bok choy, peppers, and spinach in that one. I'm going to use our little Y peeler here. Oh yes, Angie, I know you have the knife. It is amazing. So does anybody else do this? Like, do you guys do freezer meals? Do you do like a fridge clean out day? Or do you find that you are throwing food out at the end of the week? Again, I've said it so many times, it actually really bothers me to throw food out. I don't like wasting money, and I just don't like the idea of wasting food. So I really try to repurpose and use as much as I can. Look at how nice this slices this, what do you call this? The skin? The skin off of this potato. My husband just came in from walking the dog, and he's kind of, I know he's probably thinking, what the heck is going on? I didn't think you had a cooking class, but, which I don't, but, okay, so I'm going to just get rid of my peel here, 1 second. Yeah, let me know, do you find that you are throwing things out? And, you know, could you, with some of these Epicure meal solution packs, you know, find it easier to clean out your fridge and make a delicious meal with just a few items? Now I'm going to use a different knife. Our chef knife is for kind of softer fruits and vegetables. And so this sweet potato is quite hard. I don't want to break my ceramic knife, so I'm just going to use this knife. So I'm going to throw in some sweet potatoes, and same thing, when it's time to cook this soup, I'm going to maybe put some chicken on the side for Wes, and you know, I might do some tofu thrown in mine on the top. I might put some shrimp on it, like whatever, and kind of just do whatever I feel like eating. I might just eat it like this with a little chunk of bread on the side. It's gonna be delicious, I know that. Okay, so my bag is getting full. Let's do one more little chunk of potato. And so let's see, so if I wanted to make the soup, I would just have my veggies sauteing, and then I would pour in the package and a can of coconut milk. And if I wanted to make it like a soup, I would add some water. It's all on the back of the package. And that's it. And just cook it down for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and it's ready to go. So this is done. I'm gonna seal this real quick while you guys are there. And I honestly love this machine. Like, we save so much money, again, just because I don't have to throw things out. Oh, good, Katie, yes. Yeah, it's so easy to just, you know, again, like, clean out. What I love is buying things on sale, right? Buy your fruits and veggies when they're seasonal. So, because everything is so expensive right now. And it's really nice to be able, whoops, oh, I didn't put it in the right spot. 1 second. So this thing, you have to get it in the right, have to have it sitting right on the right spot for it to seal. And of course, I didn't do that. All right, and okay, I'll try that again. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so let's see. Oh, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, chicken fried rice. We need, so it says, you know, you can do chicken, you can do some shredded coleslaw, veggies, whatever you like. Okay, so I'm gonna get a bag. I do have shredded coleslaw. Let's use this. Okay, so I've got leftover shredded coleslaw, and so I'm gonna dump that in there. And I know that this would not last another day in my fridge. So this is going to be perfect for this. And I'm going to, now when you're ready to make this, you can put the seasoning with soy sauce, water, and sesame oil. So I could just quickly mix this up. This is going to be all ready. I'm going to add in the rest of that bok choy. And again, remember, you don't have to have one of these machines, though they're awesome and they're super cheap from Amazon. And I'm going to put into my stir-fried Chinese fried rice, I'm going to put in some broccoli. And I'm just shredding, sort of like chopping it and shredding it really little. Now, I also have a little bit of I've got some tofu here. I've got like half a chunk of tofu that is probably not going to get used any other way. So here's my trick. I'm going to shred it. Just use my cheese grater. Shred it and add it into my Chinese fried rice. And nobody knows. And it's full of protein, vegetarian dish. I will again probably put a little bit of chicken in a bag with this one on the side, and so that I can make it for the boys when they are eating this, and they'll have some chicken on top of theirs. But look at this. You pop it right in. It mixes in with the cabbage. And nobody knows. This is so packed with nutrients as well. Like all of these dishes, when you serve it with the cauliflower rice on the side. So there we go. That's going to be that one. And again, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write on the outside of the bag chicken fried rice. So I'm going to know that I can grab the chicken fried rice package when I'm ready to use this, and just saute these up in a little bit of oil. Take one of my rice bags. So I'm going to look at my rice, and yes, that definitely needs a little bit more time. So let's put that back on. Here's my bag for my coconut Thai soup. So yeah, I'm just gonna write what I need. And you know, the idea with Epicure is nothing takes very long at all. That is one of our goals, to get people see that, you know, making their meals in the kitchen can be done really, really fast. Though what I am doing now is making it even easier for me one night when it's cold or we're hungry, or we might feel like takeout instead of cooking. You know, I'm gonna be able to say, you know what, no, I got that chicken fried rice packed all ready to go in my freezer, and it'll literally take me 5 minutes to cook because all of the sort of step up prep work is done, right? So that one's gonna go aside. I'm going to freeze that. Now, some people make freezer meals where they actually put the sauce in. So let's do that with this one. let me just rinse off my board a little bit. I haven't used any meat yet, so I don't really need to give anything too serious of a wash. I'm just gonna rinse off and clean my space here a little bit. But yeah, I've been doing this for about 20 minutes now. I've got 3 freezer meals ready to go that will literally take me about 2 minutes the night I'm cooking them to kind of get it sorted, and then, you know, depending on what it is, maybe like between 5 to 10 minutes of actual cook time, but there won't be any work involved, right? Which is what we all what we all want to avoid. So, okay, so I've got a clean cutting board. So this is the Korean barbecue chicken and ribs. So I'm going to do, I need a big bag for this one. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Just gonna flip the top over. And I am going to actually mix this one and marinate this and get it ready to go. And again, I will stir fry this up. This will be for Wes. I'll portion these out, and this will be like lunches for him or dinners for him to take to the fire hall, or for here, whatever. But I'm going to do this just for him. Now, one of the ingredients on this pack is ketchup. I'm not going to use ketchup because I want to have a little bit less sugar. So I'm going to use some of this passata that I already have opened. And, you know, this is one of the things too, when you open a jar of something, or you've got something that you've only needed half of it for a recipe, try to find ways to really use the rest, right? Try to find recipes, go through your meal packs from Epicure and find things that have those same ingredients. And again, that cuts down on your food costs over time, right? So we need 1/3 of a cup of, oh, see, I used a 1/2 cup. See, I don't pay attention, but that's okay. That is okay. Let me see what I'm looking for here. Okay, so 1/3 of a cup each of soy sauce, vinegar, and ketchup. Now, I am out of soy sauce, so all I'm gonna do on the outside of this package, when I go to cook it, I'm going to know, because I'm gonna write it on the bag, add 1/3 cup of soy sauce. I just don't have any right now, and that's one thing that we couldn't get the other day on our grocery shop, so I really hope it's gonna be easy for me to find again. Yeah, so then I'm gonna dump that in, just like that. And then I'm gonna pull out some leftover chicken and broccoli. And this was already washed. I used it the other night in something, so it's already washed. I'm gonna pop that in there. And I like using some of the stalks. You don't have to, but again, I don't like wasting it. The stalk is just as good. So chop it up, put it in your stir fries, you'll never know. And some leftover chicken that I have. So let's pull this out. I'm going to use this different cutting board and knife just so I don't have to clean that in between right now. And I'm just gonna chop this up, and we're gonna mix that up, and that's gonna be some Korean barbecue chicken and broccoli. And I'm going to either cook that in my steamer when it's time, and then portion it out with some rice and make Wes some nice dinners, or I'm going to put it in my wok and stir fry it, or I can even put it in a pan and bake it in the oven, covered in the oven. So lots of different ways to make this when it's done. I know, I'm sorry, for anyone who's watching who's a chef, this is how you know that, you know, anyone watching, you know you can do this. I am not a professional. I'm actually really butchering this meat. I don't love cutting raw meat. It's not my favorite thing to do. So I just try to do it fast. And honestly, if I'm feeding Wes and he's happy, he doesn't really care if it's cut professionally. Okay, so I'll put those in there. And I think my rice is done, but I'm gonna just leave it for a minute and then I'll show you how it's turned out. Okay, so I've got that in there. Now let me get rid of this, this stuff there. I'm going to put a bit more broccoli in there because that wasn't quite enough. So are you getting some ideas? Are you enjoying this? Do you think that, again, having Epicure in your kitchen and just having those flavors ready to go will help you make some easier meals, whether it's freezer meals like this or whether it is, you know, just dinner in real time. As a meat eater, I hate cutting raw meat as well. Yeah, you know what? Our kitchen scissors are really great for cutting meat. You don't even need to use a knife. I just didn't want to dirty my scissors right now either because I'm going to be using them a lot more. But there you go. That is meal number 4, and this is gonna be a good 3 dinners for Wes. Again, before I freeze it, I'm going to just make sure everything is mixed up in that sauce, and I'm gonna write on the bag that I need that soy sauce because I'm out of it today, and you know, flash freeze them quickly before before I seal it. Anything with a liquid in, you can't really seal it until it's frozen. So just remember that if you're using these. I figured that out when I made my first soup. Oh no, I think it was chili. When I made my first chili, I figured that out. I tried to freeze it and the chili all got sucked out of the bag. So I'm telling you, so you don't make the same mistake. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so I've done the Korean barbecue, I've done chicken fried rice, I've done Thai coconut soup. I've got lots of broccoli left, so let's do a beef and broccoli, and then I think that's good for now. Let me see what else I've got in my fridge. I don't have any other. Okay, you know what? I've got some carrots. Okay, so I've got a couple of random baby carrots. Okay, so let's do beef and broccoli, right? So, and you know what? Some people don't like these meals. Some people don't like a whole bunch of stuff thrown together. That's okay. You know, you do what you will. You cook how you like. But this is just what keeps us happy. We like to come home from the ski hill and, you know, have like food ready to go. So, okay, so here's the thing. I don't have beef, so it's not gonna be beef and broccoli. It's gonna be chicken and broccoli. That's what we're gonna do. Or do you have beef here, Wes? No, you didn't get beef. Okay, that's okay. It's very rare that we would have beef in our fridge anyway. Wes will randomly buy ground meat, and I do like some pasta, you know, with the ground meat, things like that. But it's usually chicken, if anything, and some fish that we will have, since I do eat fish. Okay, so this, honestly, this is super easy. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here with this one. So I'm literally just going to throw in broccoli and some cauliflower. Oh, the cauliflower is really big. Let me cut this up a little bit. So I'm going to do broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. Freeze it, and in another bag, some chicken. Freeze it, and then I'm going to just put it aside, because all that you need to do with this meal, so I'm going to group these together too in my freezer. I'll put a bag of rice beside each thing. All you need to do with this, again, is a little bit of soy sauce. And if you're gluten-free, remember there's gluten-free soy sauce. It's great. That's the one I usually use, and I can't find it right now. But I'm going to throw these look at these random carrots. They would get thrown out. It's such a waste, right? They're so good for you. Good nutrients right now. No need to throw them out. Okay, a couple more of these. And okay, that's probably good. Okay, I've still got some mushrooms, but Wes actually really secretly hates mushrooms, even though he likes my cheese stuffed mushrooms, but that's kind of a different thing. Don't eat much beef, chicken and vegetarian. Oh, well, yeah, so this is where Wes and I struggle. So he eats meat, I don't eat meat. I will still eat fish and seafood. He's allergic to shellfish, so it's like, so that's why a lot of the vegetarian meals actually just make everyone happy, and it makes it a lot easier. And then I'll just throw a little bit of chicken on the side for him and Lane. So, okay, so I'm going to freeze these just really quickly. Sorry, I'm gonna seal these really quickly. Okay, so those are getting sealed up, and then yeah, so let's do our chicken. So I'm not gonna need my scissors again. So let me show you. So this is gonna make about 4 servings for Wes. Let me get a clean pair of scissors. It's gonna make 4 servings for Wes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the bag. With, it says 3/4 of a cup of water and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So I'll just write on the bag that I need the soy sauce, and that'll be easy. And this one really smells delicious. Actually, it's not something like I've never eaten beef and broccoli, so I'm not really sure what it's supposed to smell like or taste like, but it really smells really nice. There's like a little hint, which I know some people don't love, but there's like a little hint of licorice, even though it's not in the ingredients, which is really strange. And it's not that other thing that actually smells like licorice either, but it's just got a really nice smell to it. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna show you, because I don't really like doing this, but I've got a clean pair of scissors, and I'm literally just going to chop this into this bag. And this chicken's gonna be marinated. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna saute it in my wok, make sure all the chicken's cooked. All right, actually I'm gonna start with the veggies. I'll saute the veggies, and then I'll just set those aside. I'll put this into my wok, or I can put it into my steamer and cook this up and mix it all together, serve it with some of the rice, and dinner will be ready. So what do you guys think? My fridge is now clean. Anything that I have that's going back in my fridge is now fresh and, can last. I am going to take that leftover broccoli and cauliflower that I haven't used, and I'm actually going to vacuum seal it because there's still a lot in those bags, and I'm going to make sure that it stays in my fridge and it doesn't go bad before I get a chance to actually use it. So, and I'm not going to freeze it, but I'm just going to put it in the fridge in small portions. So even if if any of us want to take out some broccoli and eat it with dip or whatever, we can just open that bag and it'll be nice and fresh. So there you go. This is how easy it is to kind of meal prep with Epicure, even without a plan. There's no plan needed. Sorry, I'm just gonna wash my hands. There's no plan needed. I got to clean out my fridge today, prep 5 different meals that are going to be super handy on some upcoming weeknights or weekends when we're like coming home from the ski hill, and instead of spending $100 on takeout, you know, we can just pop out that bag of butter chicken and have it all ready to go. That really does smell nice, that one. Okay, so this one's going to go again with the frozen veggies and a bag of rice, and we'll just put it all together. I'm gonna just write on here that all I need to do is add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and that's it. The whole meal is done and just has to be thrown together in a pot to heat it up and kind of finish the cooking. So let me show you the rice, and then I'll be done. And I'm just gonna clean up my giant mess. So let me put this away. And just so you know, the other chicken that's left over, I simply portion those out. So I'll put like 2 chicken breasts in a bag and freeze that so they're all portioned, ready to go. And again, nothing's wasted. I've got some sweet potatoes here. Maybe, what should I do? I could probably put that in that, I could put that in the Korean barbecue. Or what was this? This one was the Korean, yeah, this is the Korean barbecue chicken. Oh, I could probably put some of the sweet potatoes in this one. Okay, I'll do that after. Let's show you the rice. It should be ready. It might need another minute, but shouldn't be a big deal. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Remember, half of this is cauliflower. Nobody will know. It smells beautiful with the ramen broth in there. Look at how fluffy. Look at how fluffy that rice is. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna show you real quick. And you know what? I might actually need to make some more. We'll see. I'm just gonna measure it out properly, and let me just seal up my bag here. Okay. All right, so I need my little measuring cup. There we go. So I'm just gonna scoop them out like this, 4 little half-cup servings into each bag, and that's it. I've got my rice ready. This is super easy to heat up. You just take it out in the morning and pop it in your steamer and heat it up for like 1 minute, and it's ready. And here is the best part. Here is another tip for you. If you're the kind of person that's going to forget to take these meals out of your freezer, there is another trick that you can do. It just takes a little bit longer, and you can't do a whole batch at the same time. So our multi-purpose steamer here, what you can do is, let's say you wanted to do that Thai coconut soup. You simply, oh yes, I'll definitely have to make another batch of rice. But there you go, my rice is done, right? What you can do is put all your ingredients in here, pop the lid on, pop this in the freezer, and because this is flexible, so I don't want to mess the rice up, but let me show you with another one. So because this is flexible, you can pop it out. So pop out your frozen block of prepped food. Take that prepped food, put it in a Ziploc or one of these if it fits, and then when you want to cook dinner, you simply take out the frozen block, pop it back into the steamer because it's going to fit perfectly, and pop it in the microwave, and dinner will be ready in just a little bit longer than it would take if it was raw. Maybe like 5 minutes depending on the meal. So 5 to 10 minutes in total for certain things. If they would normally take 5, if it would normally take 9 minutes, it might take you like 16 or 17, but you can cook it perfectly from frozen. The only thing is you're only prepping 1 meal at a time. But this is my trick when, like for nights that we are having enchiladas, for example, I make the enchiladas, I cook the enchiladas, and then I do I have a few of these steamers, of course, so I'll do like 2 or 3 batches of enchiladas in the steamer, and this fits about 6 enchiladas, which is perfect for us, like 2 each for Wes and I, 1 each for the kids, and we'll have it with some veggies or salad or something, and I freeze them, and I have like 3 blocks of enchiladas ready to go for dinner any night of the week, and I just pop the block in here, put it in the microwave for 11 minutes, and dinner's done. So I hope you've enjoyed that. That was exactly 45 minutes. Oh, well, 46 minutes. I'm super proud of myself for getting all this done. There's gonna be no wasted food in my house today. And yeah, I might even, like, any of the scraps that are left, I might put together for dinner tonight. And I hope that if you're interested in any of our meal solution packs, I suggest our new 5-pack collections where you can get 1 of each. There's 6 different varieties to choose from. Each collection has 5 different packs in it. So if you're interested, I will pop that link up above, or you can reach out to me if you want more details. But this is a great way to just have something handy for the week. You could prep all 5 meals ready for next week's dinners and save yourself so much time in the kitchen. And yeah, so there you go. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed. Happy weekend.